Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And you dreadful little kids. No, I don't mean that. It's coming up on 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere right here. 9/28th, September 28th. Well, I still am pushing for my little store, but I don't know whether they've closed the door on my little store. Might just have to wheel me down there and let me stay down there in her little store for a while. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Got some little napkins here. Got some cream pie, strawberry cream pie, I believe it was. Must be somebody's birthday. It was pretty tasty, I'll tell you what. I enjoyed it. Well, I got was able to meet the kids all again today. I might have mentioned that earlier. And I didn't get any of their names. That was unfortunate, because I'm big on names. But there's so darn many of them. Hard to get all their names. But I'm going to try. And if any of them have any doubts, they can call my number. Yeah, they can call my number, and I'll probably answer it. I need to start answering all my phone calls, but I'm not much in the mood to answer about half the time. But if I can help them get along, then if I can help them one bitty bit, I'd be more than glad to do it. That's right. Because I've seen a lot of CNAs Yep. And having new CNAs could just be the ticket to having new nurses, could just be the ticket to having new healthcare workers. The whole field of healthcare could start out with just being a CNA. You're not just a CNA. Can't believe they put up that sign down there that said that. No, I found that very ridiculous, because the CNAs run this place. Well, Rex called me up today. That's the first. Wanted to tell me about the Mountain Dew that he'd left me. That was awful nice of him. Getting me in trouble. Should have said, come talk to me to begin with. Yep, that would have been nice. A little bit of talking to me might have gone a whole long way. Let's see. I got my little light here I'm trying to put together. There it went. Slide this a little closer. There, now we got some light. Pulsating light. Where are we getting the pulses from? I don't know. Shouldn't really have any pulses from any lights. But I've done so good, so far so good. I haven't eaten up too much chicken. So, no rest for the wicked. Yes. But they didn't have much time to stay today, so we'll have to get back to with them tomorrow. I mean next Tuesday. Maybe they'll have some time. I haven't seen hide nor hair of whatever that girl's name is, her Molly, her mother. Ricky. Ricky. How are you doing, old buddy?
I'm headed home.
All right.
They said they got my truck fixed, but I ain't gonna be there in time to get it.
No, shoot. Well, at least it's fixed.
Well, that's what he said.
Well, if it's not leaking oil, then you just take it back to them the next time they change it and see what happens then.
Well, I'm a little leery. I don't know who to take it to.
Well, I'd take it back to the people who screwed it up the first time.
That would have, I'm assuming it's the dealership, but I can't be positive that something bothers him. He put the oil in it, then they drained it, then the plug was damaged. He just tightened it up and took it back out. So he didn't show it to me the first time, but he showed it to me on the second go round.
Well,
Like I said, I was sitting in the truck. I know he didn't use an impact on it, and I didn't feel him wrenching on it or saying anything. I was the only one in the little place. I got there at opening about 8 o'clock. There was nobody else in there but us three. I was sitting in the truck with two people running the store. Who's that kid down there?
well, I'm sure that they tried to do the right thing by you, and so I would take it back the next time you need an oil change. I would take it back to them and let them have the problem again.
Well, if they have the problem again, I know I won't get it fixed for nothing next time. They'll know it was them the first time. They'll probably want to charge me to fix it.
Well, now let's not be borrowing trouble there, Mr. Scoggins.
Well, the dealership probably is a little cheaper on the oil change, but I've sat there sometimes for almost an hour.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dealerships, but now, then again, I haven't had a car to take to a dealership. That's who screwed Dad's. See, Dad used to take his car up to the dealership to have the oil changed whenever he felt the whim towards the end of his normal life. And I think he was taking it up there a little too often, to tell you the truth. But it's his car, and he wanted to take it by there. But they're the ones who tightened it up. Like I said, I had to go through every socket and socket ratchet to get it off. And it was a terrible evening, and I was having, not only that, I was having to use a walker to get back and forth to the toolbox.
Yeah.
It was a terrible night. It was a rainy night in Georgia.
But you were in Texas.
I know, but it sounds better in Georgia. I feel it's raining all over the world. Boy, I sure do envy you going up to the house on the mountain. Hey, did y'all ever put any more koi fish in the pond, or is it just turned into a nasty old pit of stagnant water? Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I mean, I need to get in there and clean the debris out of it. But since her fish died, you know, we didn't have to keep it clean or nothing. But she done bought all the shit, the skimmer and this and that. I just need to get out there and finish it.
Okay.
But we're having an argument. Well, we always have an argument. But I want a fucking waterfall and a little stream bed. And she's throwing her shit in no damn wind and said, no, I can't have it. It'll let the debris get washed in. But what she doesn't realize is I want to make a little stream bed kind of with berms on each side to get the water from coming off the hill in the hard rain and deflect it away from the pond.
Right, which is what you do. That sounds right, because you don't need all that fresh water running into the pond and floating your fish away. And
Yeah, well, it's fuck with the washing the trash and the dirt in there.
yeah, well,
She's caused so much shit about that little pond that, you know, and then it sat there for almost 10 years without me fucking touching it. Then she had that idea with the goldfish. Then she tried to keep the goldfish alive. And she did a good job of it, but she used some kind of stuff that you're supposed to put them in to help kill the parasites out of the fish.
right.
And I think she overdid it, or she thinks she overdid it. I said, well, you do measure it. She goes, no, I just guessed at it. And I'm going, you might have overdone it because the fish didn't recover after that last time.
Right. Killed the host, so to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so what are you going to do tomorrow? You got to work another full day tomorrow, or?
Tomorrow, I've rescheduled my day. Instead of going to the house on the mountain and fucking with Mondo all day. I mean, these windows were rotten almost all the way through.
Oh, goodness.
Hell, I used almost half a gallon of Mondo on 3 windows.
Well, it's Bondo well spent.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you compare, no matter how, let me think. Even if I spend $600-700 fixing them, it's cheaper than one window.
Yep.
She told me she never opened. She said as long as she lived there, she never had them open in 30 years. So all I got to do is make them look like they're windows again. And that's what I'm doing. I was going to call you and say, where's that damn open? I'll fix that Bondo for it now. I'm getting pretty good at this Bondo shit.
Yeah, well, I'm really kind of surprised that a homeowner would go for Bondo, but I never thought about using Bondo on a house, but it sure would have come in handy on Mom's house where her eaves were getting nasty, and I used just some rubberized caulk to caulk them down, and then painted over that. Hell, I could have used Bondo, and its stuff would have been good for 10 years.
Well, the Bondo's been good forever. They can't eat it, they won't rot, none of that. But if I can shake the wood out, I prefer to shake the wood out. But these are casement windows, you know, that crank out, they're wood.
Yeah.
They got a transom over top of that, so they're not small windows. The window alone probably run about $1,700 or more. So that the once the triple unit, excuse me, 2 of them are triple units, 1 of them's a double unit. And I worked on the double unit today. I think I got it in pretty good shape. bit of Bondo on the bottom, try to get the line. What I've been doing, what works good, is I take a piece of old formica and I cut it about an inch thick and slide it between the window and the frame, give me my gap, and it also gives me an edge to work to.
Okay.
And then I slide another piece behind it, let it stick out in case the excess. So when I slide my trowel on there, I've got a good straight edge, keeps it pretty straight, fill it, and then I just fill it in.
Hmm.
Down. Looks like a solid piece of wood again.
Well, dang it, Rick. Then maybe the student can teach the master. I'm ready to start bondoing tomorrow. You can drive all night and get down here. Don't think so?
Well, I just filled it up. $82 to fill this Tahoe up.
What do you have to do? Fill it up twice, you reckon, to get down here, or 3 times?
So, man, I tuned this bitch up. The only thing I didn't do is put a new distributor on it, because I thought it was electronic, and it is. But it's that old kind of electronic, where you still got a rotor cap in there and a distributor.
Yeah.
The wires on it, but I didn't put a rotor cap and distributor on it. I mean, it runs good, but I drove, when I came out there in June, I drove from here in Dallas, I gassed up that night, left that morning. I drove all the way to, where did I drive to? It was in Louisiana. It was, what's that other guy? I know Three Forks on the Texas side. Damn, I done forgot. But I drove from Atlanta, or from Dallas here, all the way to about the middle of Louisiana on one tank. I was getting about 19 and a half miles per gallon.
Yeah, you must have had a tailwind.
And not only that, I didn't stop.
Yeah, that's.
I had me some snacks and some drinks. Now, when I had to stop, my eyeballs were turning yellow, but that was non-stop from Dallas until I filled up. I'm running that whole thing out non-stop.
Well, it's a miracle, when a car stays together so long and doesn't blow up.
Well, I did set the cruise control, and I let the cruise control do most of the.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Is that a burp, or did you run over a horse?
I ran over a horse and burped after I swallowed it.
Golly.
I had to stop getting Dr. Pepper on the way home. I forgot to get me some water before I left the house.
Yeah. Have you heard of this Propel water? Have I already talked to you about it?
Yeah, you told me how fantastic it was.
Man, it is fantastic. I gotta get some, but I can't seem to get Rex to get it, but I'm gonna get me some.
Probably more than that damn Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, it's probably as much, but I'll get something figured out.
What do they call that? Expired water or something like that?
Not expired water.
Expired water?
I don't know what they're calling it. To tell you the truth, Rick, it's just tastes fantastic. You got to try some of it.
Well, what did they do? Put flavoring in it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got flavoring in it. Yeah, it's not just water shit. I wouldn't drink just water. I get enough just water sitting up here. So there goes that bit. But anyway, so
They give you water in ice water. Is that just regular tap water, or do they give you some?
no, it's some people say that it's filtered, some people say that it's regular tap. I don't know. I know that the water that comes when the girl brings it in here and fills it out of the sink doesn't taste as good as the pitchers of water that they put on the carts. But the pitchers of water they put on the carts don't last very long, you know, because, well, they just don't. So, there you go. How soon you going to be home?
Maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, let me finish up this blog I got going, and you want to Skype, or you want to try to just call a little later on after you gonna eat early once you get in?
Well, I don't know. She had a doctor's appointment, wanted to meet me to eat, but I was still working. She said, well, I'm going home, and I said, okay.
Okay.
So, I don't know what the deal is.
Well, hopefully it's not bad news.
I ain't worried about it. It ain't like that. Did I tell you about the lawnmower motor?
Yeah, the compression release. Yeah.
Some fucking stupid bullshit doesn't work. Or doesn't last. This guy said he doesn't replace his twice in 320 hours of using it, so we'll see. Alright, well, go finish your blog. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, Ricky. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye. And that, my friends, was Ricky Scoggins. Oh, well, we're going to finish up at 28 minutes. Oh. Let's get back up here and get ready to go. Good night, everyone. Good night. God bless.